What a... No one saw it, I'm good. What is up, cool kids? I'm Cool Trainer Gav, and welcome to the next episode of the Pokemon Renegade Platinum Nuzlocke Challenge here on the channel, and what is most likely going to be our last episode of the series. We're taking on the final two members of the Elite Four, as well as the champion today. Well, I'm sure that there is a decent amount of post-game stuff in this game, because that's just how Drayano works. We will not be doing it, just because I'm very excited to move on to the next project. I'm ready to move on to the next thing that I'm working on, and hopefully you are as well. So I'll be talking about that a little bit more at the end of this episode, but for now, let's do a quick team recap, because unfortunately we did have a very, very sad death last episode. We lost our starter. I have not once kept a starter through an entire Nuzlocke, and I was hoping that would change in this one. Unfortunately, it was not to be. But we still have hope, because we have Gaia, our level 75, Gaia, our level 75, Walrein holding the Wise Glasses with Big Fat, the Surf Rain Dance I taught it to help out with this this Elite Four member, Ice Beam, Toxic, Surf Rain Dance, Ice Beam, and Toxic. We have Storm, our level 75 Electivire, holding the Life Orb with Rock Slide, Wild Charge, Close Combat, Ice Punch. We have Ashley, our level 75 Choice Banded Gyarados with Earthquake, Outrage, Waterfall, and Bounce. Thanatos, our level 75 Giratina, holding the Leftovers with Aura Sphere, Toxic, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball. And Lepew, our level 75 Skuntank, holding the Razor Claw with Sucker Punch, Night Slash, Poison Jab, and Play Rough. So we're definitely just leading with Gaia. My plan was, I feel like our Torterra could have lived one of anything, and then just set up Stealth Attacks and then not had to come back in for the rest of the game. And that would have helped out immensely, because I'm sure that basically everything he has is at least neutral to rocks, right? It has to be, because it's a fire type. So it would be taking at least 12%. Some of them would probably take more. And some might even take, 50% if he has a fire flying type or something like that. So, unfortunately, that was not to be. Yo, trainer. You had me counting down the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I heard from Volter what you did at Sunny Shore. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How could you not expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? You're facing a fire-type Pokemon user with me. Let Flint see how hot your spirit burns. So, I spent the last, if you don't follow me on Twitter, plugs, you should. I spent the last handful of days down in Maryland. So if you did not know, I live in New York, IRL. But yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, I live in New York, so I spent the last couple of days down in Maryland. I'm actually filming this on Monday, which never happens. I literally never, film videos on the day that they come out. So yeah, I'm filming this on Monday, and I just got back at like 10:30 last night. Wow, that still does a lot, even in the sun. That had to be a crit. Yeah. That's my guy. So, yeah, I volunteer for a youth leadership organization. I've talked about it a handful of times on the channel. Why are you here? Alright, please just high jump kick. Oh, you have Scrappy. Fluff. I should have went to Gyarados. Yep, you have Scrappy. Dang, man. Oh, that still didn't do much. But at least we're wasting his sun turns, so that's fine. Yeah, so I do a lot of volunteerism work, and this year I was lucky enough to be able to travel down to Maryland for it. I've never been to Maryland. I think I've been through Maryland. Like, we used to drive to South Carolina every, like 2 or 3 years for like spring break to go to Myrtle Beach. And I think we would go through. There's that little sliver of Maryland that was above like Virginia. But other than that, like we definitely didn't. I've never spent any time there, like a significant amount of time. So it was cool to meet a bunch of people from all over the state, a bunch of sophomores in high school, as well as some other volunteers who are older like myself. But we do a lot of cheering and a lot of yelling, so my voice might sound a little hoarse today. Alright, so far, no problems really. Man, Choice Band Gyarados was like... I don't even remember how we found that Choice Band. I'm pretty sure somebody gave it to us, right? It has literally been a lifesaver. Between Pub, may he rest in peace, and Ashley, like, that might hurt. Yeah, Choice Band is just such a good item to have in-game. Maybe not in, like, normal game, but definitely in a Drayano game. Definitely in a Drayano game. But yeah, going back to like my my trip down to like the sort of like mid-south, I guess. Some people had like southern accents, which I thought was interesting. But I still didn't change. Oh, I said last episode that I wasn't gonna do that, didn't I? To like change it back from set to shift. It's definitely got Thunder Punch. Like, I don't know why else you would go out to it right here. So Thanatos is definitely our play. Yep. Has it not been 5 turns yet? Anywho. Yeah, back to my volunteerism stuff. I always highly recommend anybody do as much volunteerism as you can, because whether you realize it or not, you have been given a lot of things in life without, sometimes without like deserving them, or mostly without asking for them. You've been helped out a lot by other people, other organizations, things like that have been there to help you. And in my point of view, it is our job to like give back to the world for the help that we get as individuals. So that's why I do what I do. That's why I spend a very, a significant portion of my time volunteering for this organization. I spend 3 weekends a year, like, on site helping the kids. But I spend so much more time and money, honestly, like during the rest of the year as well. I easily spend over 100 hours a year on this organization, but aside from being on site for those 2 or 3 days. So it's nice that we're in a good enough spot that I can just ramble. Because, like, hopefully we live on a good amount of health from this, because I'm pretty sure this Drifloon's going to have Aftermath, and I thought about that too late. Cool, we're chilling. I would think that it would have Aftermath anyway. I'm just going to Sucker Punch, so I don't take any more damage before Aftermath. It didn't have Aftermath. Okay, that's fine. What other ability do you get? Like, does Flare Boost exist in Gen 4? I didn't think so. Why do you have this? You're a Fire-type trainer. So we're just gonna click your Earthquake. Even if you go for a rock move, it's not stab, and you're gonna be at -1, so like... Yeah. So Flint was really not that much of a challenge. Neither was Bertha, really. Like, did we get crit on Torterra? I did. I got crit by her Torterra, that's right. It's been a long time. Also, like, it's been so long since I recorded last episode that I don't remember if it was in this set or not. It might have been when I was still at school. I honestly have no idea. It's been I don't remember when I filmed the last episode, if I'm being honest. But we're here. We're out here. We're at home. Doing good stuff. Oh, happy Memorial Day also. I didn't even realize that. Well, like, I realized it sort of this morning, but I didn't realize it, since I started recording. But we're chill. We're fine. We're out here. If we have any veterans watching, thank you very much for all you do for our country. I actually live near, it's the most deployed, I don't know if it's most deployed military fort, but it's definitely the most deployed army fort in the country, in upstate New York. So, so we have a really, like, deep relationship with with the military around where I live. So thank you very much for all you guys do. There's no way this thing would know, like, Thunderbolt and Earthquake, right? Like, oh, it's Life Orb as well. Will my Life Orb Rock Slide be able to kill it, you think? I hope so. Because I thought about putting Earthquake on it, and I probably should have, because it, at least because it doesn't miss. But, sweet. Alright. 3 down, 2 to go. Ooh, burnt right down to cinders. Alright, next up is Lucian, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's get everyone healed up. And I might as well just use a Forest Door on Thanatos, because why not? Is there anything else that I could use? Do I have a PP up? Oh, I do. Oh, I have 3 of them. Excellent. What do I need them for, though? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna teach Walrein Protect again. Just because, like, we don't need Rain Dance here. So, it was not as useful as I would have liked it to have been in that last one, but it'd be like that sometimes. Ah, you timed your arrival well. I just finished reading a book, you see. You're the trainer I met in Selacion, are you not? You must have become an outstanding trainer to get this far. They say I'm the toughest of the Elite Four. I'm afraid I will have to go all out against you to live up to that reputation. Mother, what do you want? I understand it's a holiday, but, like, you're camping, and I'm here. I know you're gonna know Focus Blast. I'm gonna click Protect and Scout, though. Oh, you're just putting it through screens. Oh, no. Do you have Magic Bounce? Does that exist in this gen? I don't think it does. Cool. So by doing this, I can stall out... Oh, it has Synchronized. Duh. Alright, well, I'm gonna heal myself. I'm in the wrong spot. I'll give you some old cake. Because what would your moveset be? Screens, Psychic, Focus Blast? Or Sphere. Okay. That's gonna tickle, but we're bulky. Espeon's really strong though. Oh, perfect. then we just protect, rack up those toxic turns, and stall out its screens. And we might as well just go to Thanatos. Thanatos probably can just sweep this entire gym. This entire person. If I get like 2 Calm Minds up. So you're gonna go for Psychic. We're gonna live that pretty handily. No Spadaf drop? Cool. Excellent. And I believe you should full restore here so I get another free Calm Mind. Sweet. Let's get this bread. I might actually go for a third one. It depends. If Reflect... Does Reflect go away this turn? If it does, then I just click Shadow Ball. Okay, it did not. So we're +2 Spadaf. That's like it's gonna do nothing. And I'm pretty sure Thanatos just wins. Okay, Reflect is now gone. So it's gonna click Reflect. And hopefully a +3. Am I +3 or +4? I think I might be +4. Oh no, you don't click Reflect. You just go for another Psychic, even though it's gonna do like 10 damage. So the light screen is still up, but we're really strong. Hopefully you're not. Are you sashed? I guess we won't know. Interesting. Okay, but like, at the same time, what is this gonna do to me? Why do you get Earthquake, but Entei does not? Confused. Alright, light screen should be gone, so this should just be killed instantly. Alright, I think you'll probably use your like last full restore as well. No, you didn't. Alright, so now I'm just stunting for no reason. How much does that do? 304. It does like 40 damage. Wow. Like, why do you have a Girafarig? Girafarig is not good. I like Girafarig as a Pokemon. I love its design, but it's just not a good Pokemon. And see, the best part is that his entire team is special. Because I'm at like +4 Spadaf. Like, Giratina just never dies. Maybe your entire team is not special. Alright. That might tickle a little bit. So from 270 down to 176. But we're frozen. Interesting. This might be a rather short episode then. Depends on how hard Cynthia is. Because we're about on par with him. Cynthia's probably going to have 78s to 79s. Are you going to have Ice Punch? You're definitely not as strong as a Medicham. But I'm going to heal up anyway. Night Slash. Okay, it's a good thing I did that because I really don't need to get crit here. Okay, so So that did a touch under 100. So we are definitely out of crit range. Oh, my voice honestly sounds like I have not like an entire frog in my throat. I have like an entire like colony of frogs in my throat right now. And the thing is, I have to go back this weekend. I get there on Thursday, but I go to another, weekend of this youth leadership group. This one's in the state of New York still, though, so it's not that far. It's only about 2 hours from where I live. But I have to do the same thing, lots of cheering, lots of yelling. Good yelling, but still yelling nonetheless. And my throat, I don't know, man. My throat might be a little fuzzy for the rest of the time that I record this week. Probably next week too, honestly, if I'm just gonna like keep re-aggravating it. Congratulations, you've now beaten the Elite Four. However, that doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. There remains the champion. I should warn you, the champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Now go on, step through this doorway to your final battle. Alright, let's get everybody healed up first. Oh, excuse me. Including PP. I think the only thing I didn't mean you. I think the only thing that I really need PP on is Shadow Ball on Giratina, just because I use like so much of it right there. That should be fine, that should be fine. I'll probably give you more Earthquakes too. And yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So we'll go and Ether, perfect. And we have 2 of them. Look at that. And then I'm just gonna save here in case any shenanigans happen in crashes or anything. This game's been super reliable though, so I don't think that would happen, but hello. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet and for the Distortion World. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon overcame all the challenges you faced, however difficult. It means you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses too. The power you learned, I could feel it emanating from you. But that's enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. God, I love her. She's such a good champion. Look how edgy she is. Oh, man, Teenage Gavin was all over her. That's a little weird. Anyway. We'll live in Aursphere. Well, yeah, we'll just go for an Ice Beam. You're gonna set up screens too? Wow, okay. Feels bad, man. And we get the freeze. Let's go. That's not good. Like, my first instinct is just Giratina. But I'm gonna go for Ashley instead, because I don't like relying on any Pokemon just by itself, let alone a legendary. So, it is what it is. But, Ashley should be able to handle this thing really well anyway. It is Life Orbed, as we find out. Okay, that's a little scary. It's not Stab, and it's weaker. It's weaker than High Jump Kick, but that's a little scary. I was just hoping you weren't Thunder Punch, but we're out here, we're living. Okay, goes to the Garchomp. Okay. I see how it is. Even a pretty strong rock move, Gaia should be able to take pretty well. Just goes right for the outrage. Oh, wow. I don't know what to do about this, man. I legitimately am a little stuck here. I think I might have to play the confusion game out of Outrage. Hope he only gets a 2-turn Outrage. He got a 3-turn Outrage, so that's cool. Or she, I got she, pronouns. Yeah, she got a 3-turn Outrage, so that's kind of unfortunate. Okay. How do I beat this? Because like my first thought is to go to Gyarados and get Intimidated off, but I really don't want to lose my. I don't want to lose any Pokemon in this scenario. I could sack Lepew. We'll wait though. I don't want it to come to sacking anyone. But look at the rest of my team and then look at Skuntank. Like, see, with heal spamming, you're just asking to get crit though, is the thing. So I feel like sacking Lepew is the play. If Lepew lives for some reason, then I'll heal up somebody else. I'll use that to probably heal up Gyarados, because Gyarados will definitely live. Definitely live an Outrage. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we'll heal up Gyarados. Makes me wonder if you're Choice Banded. Because this is doing a lot of damage. I understand it's a Garchomp and it's Outrage. Good work, Lepew. Yeah, so if Lepew lived, Gyarados will definitely live. And I don't want to Outrage because she can just go right out to her Togekiss. Oh, but Togekiss is frozen, so yeah, there's no drawback here. And it hurt itself in Confusion. Let's go. So this definitely should kill. Sweet. I didn't know you could have. I didn't know Garchomp could have Rough Skin in this gen. I don't think it could. That was probably a Drowno thing. Goes right to Glaceon. Interesting. I don't know why you would do that. Because that will most likely die to this. I forget Glaceon's defense is actually not bad. Especially for an Ice type. I think that's its 110 stat, if I'm not mistaken. Did I just get crit? Oh, okay. Now, if you did not know, all of the evolutions have the same stat numbers, just distributed in different ways. So they have like a 130, 110, 90, 65, 65, 60 as their stats. All just like the numbers are just all in different places. Easy switch to Storm here. Now, are you gonna have? Okay, you just have Protect. That's fine. And you're not even the Marvel scale with Flame Orb, so that's actually perfect. Ooh. We're actually rocking her. So all in all, this was a really good series, in my opinion. This was... What was the last... Did I play fully through any other Drano games on the channel? I don't think so. We definitely started one of the Gen 5's one, Blaze Black Revolt Way. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember which one I played. But I did not finish it. That was at a weird point in the channel where I wasn't like, super dedicated to it or anything. And also just a lot of other life stuff going on at the time, so I ended up, cutting that series to move on to something else because I just wasn't happy with it. And, but it was, I think, I don't know, just based on what I remember from that series, it was definitely harder than this. It was definitely harder than this. Yeah, it was definitely harder than this. Most of the gym leaders, I think, were super hard. Like, here, they were tough, but they were definitely still manageable. But in Blaze Black, it was like, you didn't know what kind of battle you were going into. It could have been a double battle. It could have been a triple battle. It could have been a rotation battle. So, going into it, you had no idea what kind of battle to anticipate, unless you looked at the documentation, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think that was harder just in that sense. Overall, I am a big fan of anything Drano does. But anyway, let's finally finish the story. That was excellent. Truly an outstanding battle. You gave the support your Pokemon needed to maximize their power. And you guided them with certainty to secure victory. You have both passion and calculating coolness. Together, you and your Pokemon can overcome any challenge that may come your way. Those are the impressions I got from our battle. I'm glad I got to take part of the crowning of Sinnoh's new champion. Come with me, we'll take the lift. Wait, you're not coming with me? The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Hello, Professor Rowan. Gavin, your last battle was splendid. Oh, hello, Professor Rowan. A child I enlisted for my Pokédex project has come this far. It's only natural I would come to witness the child's crowning glory. Gavin, I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion. Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Gavin, step this way, please. Professor Rowan, please join us. It's been a long time since I last entered this room. If your last time here was when I became champion, then yes. That'd be quite some time ago. Gavin, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What you are leaving are the memories of your adventures so far. It's time to record your names. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. I'm getting all emotional. So, since I mentioned it at the beginning of the episode, you might be kind of wondering what our next series is. So the next series on the channel is going to be just a regular Let's Play, not a Nuzlocke, because I don't really think there is a good way to Nuzlocke that game. I'm sure that people have done it, but I personally don't see a point in it. But of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. That is my favorite game. Definitely my favorite side Pokemon game. Probably up there with my favorite Pokemon game, definitely. Just because I'm a lot more of a story-driven kind of person. Which is why I enjoyed Sun and Moon so much, because the story behind it was really awesome. While obviously I love Kanto because I grew up playing those games. There's a big part of me that loves Sun and Moon probably like equally, but when it comes to just like the emotionalness that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon brings, just the wholesomeness, in my opinion, those are some of the best Pokemon games. So that will be starting up probably on Wednesday. I will try my hardest to get an episode out Friday, but because I am, like I said, out of town on Thursday night until Sunday, I'll try my best. Unfortunately I was able to get something up on Friday for you guys, but we'll see whether there's an episode up Friday or not. But I'll fast forward through the credits to see if there's anything at the end. Oh yeah, it just goes. Oh yeah, just goes through all of the normal. See, this outro is super cool, but they take so long. They take so long. That's neat. I wish it were like. I wish you guys were seeing it the way I see it, with the screens on top of each other, because it makes a pretty cool image. But alright, so is there anything that happens right here? Nope, game just starts over. So thank you guys so much for watching this series. The support on this series has been fantastic. We reached 200 subscribers during this series, so thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me through all this, the crazy YouTube things that happen. So if you enjoyed this series as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at CoolTrainerGav. Check out our second channel, Palette University, which focuses mainly on Pokemon science, Pokemon theories, etc. And until next time, smile later.